But this right here actually may be even simpler than I was thinking. Here we have the basically input or mouthpiece and output or earpiece. And you might be thinking, okay, so this is pretty easy. We just wire a microphone cable up to the input, right? The mouthpiece. No, actually, the magic, quote unquote, happens when we wire the speaker as the input. The tools and materials required are very limited. I'm just using me a soldering iron. And in fact, you don't even have to do that. You could just hook up your phone line back in and cut the other end and wire that up to your audio connector. All right. And you have options for the connection or cable side. Like you could use a 1/4 inch, 1/8 inch, or XLR. But I primarily use XLR, so I'm going to stick with XLR. And I'm going ahead and cut my XLR cable and peel back some of this coating. And now we're going to carefully cut away some of the braided metal sheath and eventually get to our two main leads right here. Now we want to strip the ends of our speaker and our microphone. My friends at Punished Props sent me Gladys, who is super helpful for this task right here. Bill and Britt, I hope y'all doing good. Instead of just eliminating the original input, we're going to leave it and wire them both together. Each will have a different sound quality. One you can talk into, the other you just about have to scream into. And the wiring is super simple. There's no polarity to worry about, meaning we ain't concerned about which side's positive, which side's negative. Very simple. So let's just finish this mama jama. But real quick, I thought it would be nice to have a little end piece for our cable to make it look professional. And now for the moment of truth. We're going to plug our DIY microphone into the computer. And now, in my audio software, I'm going to tell it, let's use input number 2. And now, right now, I'm currently talking into my main microphone, which is a Shure SM7B.
All right, let's see. Okay, ooh, test. All right, so I'm talking into the top. Ooh, that sounds really neat already, but test 1, 2, 3. Let me try the bottom. This is the bottom. Like I said, you probably have to scream into this one. Hard to hear it. I can already tell I could use a popper stopper. It's got a lot of applause.
You could take a pencil or something.
And that'll kind of help stop some of that. But what do y'all think about this right here? It's like we done step back in time, and that's not too bad. If I move the microphone towards other electronics, it will pick up interference.